In my hands right now, we have a torpedo baseball bat, and this is the bat model that stole the show opening weekend of this season after the Bronx Bombers lived up to their name while using it. The demand for the torpedo bat surged quickly, and Kurt Gross, aka El Paso's Batman, is working to meet players' need for the latest innovation in the sport.
3-2. See ya! A home run for Chisholm.
In the opening weekend of the 2025 MLB season, the New York Yankees hit a MLB record-tying 15 home runs. 9 of those home runs came off the barrel of a torpedo bat.
Now, you see the shape of Chisholm's bat.
Dude, it's got a big barrel on it.
The bat was invented by MIT grad turned MLB coach Aaron Lenhart and quickly became the talk of the town.
The Yankees with what they call now the torpedo bat.
I have no idea what they are.
Is that right?
They should send a few over here if they're going to be hitting homers like that.
After the torpedo bats showing in the Bronx, Overfly, a MLB-approved bat maker in El Paso, immediately felt the increased demand for it.
My phone was ringing from 5 in the morning until probably midnight those first couple days. Just from players, agents, everyone wanted to know, what is the deal about the torpedo bat?
So what is the deal?
It'll take about 3 minutes to cut the bat, the rough cut of the bat. We're carving out 66%. Let's hope this one comes out nice. So this piece looks fantastic. On the traditional bat, the sweet spot was here towards the end of the barrel. And you can see that on the torpedo bat, we've moved it about 2.5 to 3 inches down the barrel towards the hands. And now the biggest part, or the sweet spot of this bat, is like right in here.
One of the first El Paso-made torpedo bats was shipped out to the nation's capital into the hands of C.J. Abrams of the Washington Nationals. It wasn't long before Overfly had to deliver a torpedo bat right down the road from its facility.
The first call that we got from one of the Chihuahuas players was Brett Sullivan. So we talked about it a little bit, and I said, hey, look, let's just try. So we made him a sample, and we delivered it.
I gotta see this thing. How are you?
Once Sullivan's torpedo bat touched down at Southwest University Park, it sparked team-wide interest.
It's always neat when you make a bat and give it to pro players, and I think something like this that's so different. Everyone's excited about it, but I think it's really going to take some time before they adjust their swing to make sure that it works for them. Baseball's always been a game of adjustments. We've had to adjust our production to accommodate for that. So even the type of wood or the weights of the wood that we buy has had to change a little bit. The demand has increased. We've also had to change the way we're doing business.
So here we go. We've got the torpedo bat and then the traditional baseball bat, both made by the one and only El Paso's Batman, Kurt Gross. And it might be hard to tell here, but there's definitely, okay, there we go. You could see a difference, but kind of, but you can see the sweet spot on this light bat is moved much more down.
A sweet
than
spot?
The sweet spot is where
sweet
you want to
spot's like kind of like the barrel.
Yeah, that's where you want to hit the ball, and so
it.
this is the latest bat, which allows players who get usually jammed inside to turn on it and connect. But yeah, so
it's an ever so slight difference, but you can definitely. It might be harder to tell on air, but you can definitely see difference. No,
I feel
same
like this
size.
one's heavier, no?
Maybe it's just kind of like top heavy.
Or maybe it's just because it's a
It's
cool
very
color.
interesting though. Hey, anything
like
to gain an advantage, right?
Yeah, that's the sport of baseball. You got to make adjustments,
go.
and certainly not only players have made it, but El Paso's Batman as well, Kurt Gross. So awesome. Had fun doing the story, so shout out to Kurt Gross and his son Will for putting hard work into those bats.
These are
That's
really
torpedo
cool.
Store. Yeah, we'll be right back after the break.
All right, let's go.
Don't swing it, please.